All right, hopefully that was muted. I'm not quite sure, but I have not been on camera or mic on for a very long time. I've been super sick with COVID, I guess. Not quite sure. I'm still recovering. I don't know if I sound nasal, but I'm like super nasal. Probably do. Super nasal. Just feel terrible. You know, just the whole 9 yards. So I'm not going to really talk much. I just wanted to pop up just to say I still exist and there's a person playing behind the game, not just random footage of nothing. Whoops. All right. So having said that, I will point out a couple things. And I don't know this mic situation. I think I had it different for Elden Ring and whatever, it should be fine as long as it sounds okay. I think it was the other way. Yeah, I think it was like angled down, but I just didn't want to block my game. There's a bunch of wires over here. Come on. Okay, so yeah, and I also have like lots of nasal stuff going on, so I might just mute myself at some point or turn the camera off just if I start sneezing too much. Or this is why I just haven't showed up, because it's like it's unacceptable. All you'd hear the whole stream was just me sneezing or I'm so nasal and all that crap. So, what was I gonna point out? Oh, so I just did Ubers, literally like a couple hours ago, off camera. Obviously, let me show the torch I got. I still need to. Obviously, I don't have a sorcerer's torch. I don't have a necro torch. I don't have an assassin torch. But I got a druid and Amazon torch, and I don't have a barb torch. Oh, actually, I don't need to do that. I just do this. So this looks like a 1619 paladin torch. Not bad, not amazing, but definitely helpful. Especially considering my paladin just didn't have a torch, you know, because that 3 skill levels is just chef's kiss. So he's got a torch. This is the kind of stuff I wanted to describe more in detail, but I didn't have a mic, so I couldn't. It's like harder to text it. But I'm using a storm shield instead of an exile because I've not found this entire time. I've not found a 4 open socket paladin shield with all res that isn't garbage. Like I have this one. Whoops, and it has like. Actually, hold on a second. So it said 52 chance to block. Now it says 75. Okay. Well, I had this one and I like it, but I don't like the style of it. Like that. I know it's silly, but and I mean you can't even tell anyway when you have your holy shield on. But I don't know. I didn't think this would be a great thing for it. I thought you needed to have better stats or something. I don't know. So or at least an ethereal one for better defense. But either way, I'm just holding on to it. So I'm using a storm shield. I've been using. I usually use a Enigma. Couldn't think for a second. Enigma on chest piece, and then everything else is the same. And then I like to have a call to arms right here. But I have it like all this stuff is my other character's gear, so I don't want to like leave it on because it's not for this guy. It's only for Ubers. So eventually, yeah, I'll have enough. You know, personal items and stuff. I hate to say wealth because it's a trader garbage lingo, but I'll have enough personal items and stuff on each character so I can have call to arms on this guy and his own Enigma. And I mean, I could actually make another Enigma of 2 jaws and another bear, but those are so valuable, and I'm literally already have an Enigma. I might as well just pass it around. Otherwise, I can give it to. I could do something else with these. Like I was thinking of making I could make another infinity, or I could make like a last wish if I was really greedy. Or there's just so much stuff you can do with jaws and bears. So I'm just saving it. And you know what? Let me check something here while I'm here. So let me quit the game real quick. Now let me check my audio levels here because I haven't mic'd up in a while. Okay. I literally haven't had my mic on in like months. so another thing I wanted to talk about was I stopped playing Elden Ring because honestly the community just I just couldn't deal with the community anymore. It's not anybody individual or anything. It's just the community was too. They're too like elitist and they're exclusionist and they're like very, very, very like everything subjective is objective with the community. It's all like PvP is better than PvE. You're garbage if you don't beat the whole game without getting hit once. Like it was just too much hyperbole and garbage with the community. So I was like, it like put off the whole game for me because the whole point of the game for me was to play with other players, like co-op wise. Like, and then if the co-op players are running around spewing that garbage or have that mentality, I was like, I mean, we're playing with them like no mics or anything, so it doesn't really matter. But I was just done with the community. So, plus I already beat the game multiple times at that point, and there's not really much else to do. So, yeah. Obviously, I need a torch for the sorceress. That'll give me a huge damage boost, changing the subject. But I'm trying. So I found a little farming system to get these keys fast, but I gotta drop the player count. Unless somebody wants to come in here and give me some tips, Nilithok is impossible for me, even with this awesome build. Like I have to put on players 1, he's just too powerful. Actually, let me correct that. He's not too powerful. Corpse Explosion is too powerful. If I don't have it on players 1 and I don't just stun lock him with lightning, he like ruins my life. Literally, he just ends it. And now he's lightning enchanted, so he might get off with Corpse Explosion. It's gonna suck. Okay, there we go. I think this is a Demon's Arch. But yeah, it's. I really need to get some keys. And then I need to do some more Ubers because I really want my Sorceress and my Necro to have torches. I'm glad my Paladin got a torch though because Demon's Arch, because my Paladin was the one running the Ubers, so he should have like better gear. But unfortunately, this is my 3rd Demon's Arch, which is crazy. So let's go ahead and put some flavor text up here. That's what I call it. It's not really flavor text. This makes it a lot easier for me to, because I mean, occasionally some people message me while I'm playing, which is great. I love it. I love talking to people while I'm playing if anybody wants to talk. But it's like a couple of people talked, and it was like I had to stop what I was doing and then like immediately message them, and it was fine with me personally. But I could tell it made the people like messaging me or chatting, I should say, like feeling kind of weird. Like they were like, "Oh, you're disrupting the stream for other people." I'm like, "No, it doesn't bother me at all." But I understand other people would be like, they don't want to watch my stream and watch just me standing still while I message people like slowly. Because I type quite fast, but I get like nervous because I'm not a big streamer, so I get nervous. Let's try this again. And I just need to get like a little pixel of his body there to target, and then and that's it. I'd really like to get... Why does it look like there's a line here? Oh, that's the chat box. So the chat box actually, I think, has like a little line on it. Let me test something. Okay. I'm trying to like... I've watched my older videos and I have like a format down that I've been trying to perfect, and this is pretty much exactly how I want it. I want the player profile over here, like the streamer guy, which would be me, right here in the bottom right. I want to be looking towards the game because I flipped the camera, so I'm looking this way, not that way while I'm playing. I'm looking this way. And then I wanted my text to be like an overlay, like transparent box, because otherwise it would look like this. And that's ugly, so I want it to look like that, so you can see through it. And then I wanted my little flavor text on the top left if I get good drops, and that's it. Like, I didn't want a bunch of cluttered garbage everywhere. So this is pretty much exactly what I wanted. And I stopped streaming on Twitch. It's another thing I wanted to talk about, because nobody was watching at all. Like, I don't expect anybody to really watch in the first place. That's why I don't have my viewer count on or anything, but I expect like occasionally maybe one person pops in on accident, right? Like just happened to watch it. But on Twitch it would be literally be like, because I would get the info. It would be like 0 people the entire stream, would not even to pop in, just to like, just out of morbid curiosity, nobody would watch. So I was like, fuck that. Just what's the point? Plus Twitch is really you basically have to start off like professional on Twitch. Like you can't just start with a janky stream. Like you either have to know people, have a ton of money for a perfect setup, or just get lucky at your ass and have 1,000 people watching you like for no reason at all. But like YouTube, you can just hop in and do it, and it's like it's more comfortable for me personally. All right, I really need to just like pop this dude and then bounce. But let me show something else here while I'm doing this. And I tried that increased loading speed thing, and it just it was a headache. It didn't work. I got another Oculus too, which is I just kept it for a trophy. I think I've showed this on stream. Rest in peace. What a terrible roll. That pisses me off. It's like it's so hard to find these rare items, and then they could still have garbage rolls on them, thus negating their existence. Like this basically negates this item's reason to exist because of that garbage roll. So it's RNG though. I think that was all I really grabbed that I wanted to talk about. But I only have 1 key right now, so... Oh, hi, Maisie. 1 key. You out there, Aaron? Yeah. Why is the cat in here? she's meowing at me. She's like, what's up? I'm like, what do you want? Oof. Not lucky today with the keys. Oh, Scritch? Wish I had a better camera too, because I would show the cat more, but I can't really move it because it's like a little piece of crap webcam. It's like $50 webcam. And you know, I've seen streamers with like really expensive setups and they have like garbage cameras. Like one of my favorite streamers, Rich W. Campbell on Twitch. I just love, like, he's funny. He just cracks me up. He has like the best stuff, I guess, I'm assuming, like the best like gear, but his camera looks like garbage on the stream. So it's like, obviously, like I don't know the exact setup he has, but I know he can easily afford like a $700 camera because I just saw him spend, several $100s on an MMO the other night. But yeah, his camera looks like garbage. Mr. Llama, I love Mr. Llama. His camera looks like garbage. And, I mean, it's like, no offense, these guys. They're way more popular than me, and they're great. Their camera's quality looks really bad. I don't know why. It's like if you go on Twitch and you watch, and their streams are like amazing, by the way, and they're way better than mine, and they're way better players than me, and they're cool. I'm not making fun of them personally. It's just saying their camera for some reason on their stream looks really bad. Garbage drop. What was I saying? Yeah, they're just cameras, just because I know enough that the reason you get those like the explanation for you watch people stream and they have that kind of like blurry background and it's like super crisp, like really great looking images, because it's usually and I don't even know how to say this if I'm saying this right, DSLR, DLSR, whatever. One of those expensive cameras are at the minimum $700, so several $100s, I mean. So it's like, that's why their quality looks really great on stream, whereas I have a $50 Nexigo camera I bought off Amazon. And it looks the same as everybody who's not using DLSR cameras. That's my point. Like, I think I heard Mr. Llama uses like a Logitech webcam or something, so that's why his camera quality isn't that great. But then I saw, like, I'll see other streamers where I thought they were using really great cameras. And okay, anyway, this is really lame talk. Just saying my camera looks okay, I thought. That's my point. And this dude is, that whole boring camera rant I just had, he did not drop anything. Because you hear about people that get like, oh, I ran Nilithak and I got like, I think you can get this from Nilithak. And this was, by the way, was the most excited I've ever been for a drop, like in this game, probably. Like, well, one of the most. I was so excited. I've been looking for this since I was a teenager. I've never got this to drop. Granted, I was garbage at this game and barely did hell difficulty when I was a teenager, but point stands. Yeah, I didn't know how to do hell when I used to play. I didn't understand. I didn't understand immunities, and I did. Oh God. Okay, that's just a no. he's immune to lightning. Not even gonna try it. I didn't understand immunities, and I didn't understand resistances and all that stuff. I didn't know how to skip mobs, and I didn't have any builds or rune words or nothing. It was just free for all garbage. Synergies, yeah, right. And I didn't do any training, so it was miserable. And I mean, obviously, oh God. Stupid mouse switched my butt. Are you immune again? And obviously, I'm playing single player offline, so this is all solo self-found, but it's like I know what I'm doing, so it's fine. As you can see, if I didn't know what I was doing, I wouldn't have like 5 characters that beat hell. Alright, why does this dude keep spawning lightning immune? Like, please stop. Please stop. Yeah, I really wanted to talk that one stream, like when I first came back, I think. The first stream I had, a freaking jaw and a sir dropped. I was like, or one of the first streams, I was so excited. And I wasn't talking. I was just like, I lost my mind. I was like, that's some of the best luck of all time. And actually, earlier today, I didn't catch it on camera either. I got 3 keys of hate to drop. That's why I did Ubers. I was just farming for keys, and I got 3 keys to drop from, I think it's the summoner drops keys of hate. Whatever keys the summoner drops, he dropped 3 of them. And I was like, wow, never seen that before. Alright, let's try this again. And he's immune again. Like, what? 3 times in a row. And I love Infinity, but this is one of those things where if you're a new player and you listen to the community, they're going to tell you that Infinity is God tier and just all exclamation marks, just it's the best thing ever. What they will fail to tell you is that it does not break that many resistances at all, actually. It kind of sucks for resistances. What it's really good at is it's great for doing more damage because it lowers enemies' resistances, but breaking, I mean, it breaks sometimes. That's for sure. It will break, but it can get you killed too. Like, right, if you're not paying attention to the enemies and you notice it doesn't break their immunity or you're doing no damage, it can easily get you killed. It's not that great with that. And but I mean, obviously it's still amazing. I'm not saying it's not amazing. It's just, yeah, it's not, it doesn't break the game. Like, the game's still, you're still gonna run immunities. You can still die in like a couple of hits. Don't fall for the streamer hyperbole of it's cracked, it's broken, it's op, it's the best thing ever. I'm like, it's really great. Like, seriously. But it's not the greatest thing ever. Alright, that's a lot. It's a lot of runs. He's not dropping it. And I'm starting to use full rejues, so my game plan was to farm this chucklehead and hopefully get some keys, but he's just, I'm gonna have to switch this up here. So I was also thinking I might be playing on too high a player count. Alright, so let's do a little experiment here. Because I'm playing on 5 most of the time, right? Because the no drop chance between 5 and 7 is not that big a deal, and honestly, you really only need to play on players 3 most of the time, especially with bosses. But with no loot filter, you might as well just play on players 3 because too many drops on the ground, it's a pain in the butt, and the enemies have so much more stats. It's just ridiculous. But I'll try 3. Let me do a run. I'll do a full run on 3 here. See how it goes. And right off the bat, a lightning beam is great. So I just kind of sit here and, yeah, not really much I can do. Yeah, I can already like feel my nose closing. Whew. It's like hard to breathe too, so that's literally like I wasn't messing around when I'd turn my mic off and I just turned the camera off. It's for a good reason. You can hear it in my voice. I'm like, hey guys, Diablo 2. I mean, it's certainly a lot easier on Players 3, but it really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that noticeable of a difference, but it sure feels like it. Just, you got to keep in mind, or I got to keep in mind, just the enemies just get absurdly large amounts of like health the higher your player count. It's crazy. Just their health pools just get inflated. So what you're doing when you put on a higher player count is you're super inflating their health pools for a chance for them to drop more loot. Doesn't mean the loot's better, just means they'll drop more of it. So it's like it's really up to the player on that one. I honestly don't bother with it until I'm like 100% locked into my class, farming wise. That's why I only farm my Necro and Sorceress right now. My other guys, I can't really farm on anything but player 1, so I don't even bother. I mean, and I farmed on Players 1 online and I farmed an Enigma and an Infinity online on Players 1 with 0 trading. So obviously it's totally doable. So don't feel discouraged if anybody's like, Players 1's a waste of time. It's not. It's totally not. The drop rates of this game are so ridiculously, like wildly over the top, like cosmic level random that it doesn't matter really what player count you play on. It's just simply a matter of speeding up when something you hopefully want will drop or not. Like it's just too random. Which is why people play this game for years and years, myself included. Oh lord. Oh boy. Oh, I might die here. I'm trying to be real careful. For some reason, those dolls, the Merc is immune to them, but you certainly are not. So, I guess they would be just broken if the Merc was not. But either way, they suck. I hate them. So let me just get out of here. Any real D2 player should hate those dolls. They're garbage. I'm already missing my druid. I leveled him up. That's why I don't really like leveling that much. I leveled him up and went through all that work, and then I just won't play him until he gets better gear. So it just feels kind of shitty. It's like I want to play him some more, but his gear's garbage. So it would be such a step back in terms of like clear speed and oh my god, how is there another doll in here? Oh, they revived it. That's why. Clear speed and other stuff. I got super poison. So it's like there's no point in playing as him until. I mean, I could play as him for fun, but there's no point in playing as him seriously. Alright. That was rough, but got through it. And I don't really like farming Bale, to be honest, but he's like... And he never drops anything good, like, ever. I kind of just do it for the XP and just out of habit, really. But it's really... He really sucks. Like, he's just a terrible place to farm. He is, like... Anecdotally, just me talking, he has the worst drops out of anything else in the game. Like, I get better drops from Duriel, like, no joke, than I get from Bale. It takes very, very long time to get to him compared to other bosses. The rewards are like laughably bad. He's just so garbage. The only thing I like about it is the XP. You get a lot of experience, and that's kind of the only way to get experience at a certain point. So him and Diablo, and I think that's about it. Like you really can't get experience after a while. You're just kind of screwed. I was hoping at one of these patches, one of these days, Vicarious Visions will change the late game XP game, because it's just one of those things where purists will say it's like perfect the way it is, but I would be inclined to agree, except the only way you can level up is just to farm, do bail runs basically, or Diablo, and I'm like, that's not pure gameplay, that's garbage. You know, I was like, that's not preserving classic gameplay, that's terrible. Like, low drop rates is one thing, because you're artificially extending the game time, which is, that's a subjective opinion. Like, that's who knows if that's good or bad. Like, but you have to ask each individual gamer. See what I mean? Look at this. Saigons and Sanders, like, garbage drop. But, like, XP farm at the end game is just doing bail, or doing, like, chaos and bail. That's garbage. You should be able to get XP everywhere, and a lot of it. And I'm not saying it should be easy to get to 99, but it shouldn't be the only way to get to 99 is some garbage method. Like, that's stupid. But that's my opinion. It's not a fact. Other people can disagree. Like I said, a lot of purists like that. That's why I'm not a purist. I'm a purist to a point, which means I'm not a purist. It's like I'm a purist with the gameplay. Alright, I think the gameplay should be kill demons, get loot, have fun. That's about it. I don't think they should make this game like Diablo 3, and I don't think they should make this game even like more stingy than it is either. I think it should just basically be the same, just tweak some knobs a little bit. Like, if you ask me what I would change right now, I would say please give us a loot filter. And then if you ask me again, I guess actually before that I would say please give us stackable runes and gems in the stash, and more stash space, or more character spaces. And then if you ask me, okay, well then what else do you want? I'd say loot filter, please. Or change the way loot drops are labeled. Like, maybe the mana potions and the health potions should just in-game should just be like different in general. I don't know. Either way, I'm not feeling it. Like, hopefully that changes. We'll see. I think it's even Mr. Llama is like saying that, and he's like super purist. She in the bed. Cat's in the bed behind me. She loves when somebody's in this room. This is like her little, you know, my wife's little computer room. Wife and I mean. She has her computer next to mine. You know, Cat loves it when we're in here. She just lays in her little bed in the corner. As long as she shuts up, it's good with me. Oh, is she coming in?
But she did not shut up.
Hi, Maisie.
Aww,
That was a loud meow. It was like right in my ear. See, Maisie wants a loot filter too. She's like, I don't know what the fuck a loot filter is, alright? Or loot. I don't know what a loot is. I don't know what loot is or a filter. Oh, look at that blue sacred armor. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. So close yet so far. And I actually did get one unique sacred armor, which is, for me, is great. But unfortunately it was, take a wild guess what it was. Templars. I do need Immortal Kings, so I need both a unique sacred armor and a set sacred armor. What? See, why is my lightning shooting in that direction when my mouse is clearly pointing the other way? That's another thing I wanted to mention, which I couldn't type out. Sometimes I'm firing lightning. See where my cursor is? It's like right here, right? The lightning goes above it, which is fine. Sometimes when I'm fighting enemies, when there's items on the ground, yeah, see that? It's not following me. It's like the items on the ground dictate where it shoots instead of well, now it's kind of working. It's like a bug or something, I don't know. Or maybe I've never made a lightning sorceress before except in D2R, so this is new to me and I don't like it. It's like I don't like where the lightning goes. That's a shame. I think I like to sell super rare like bases or super rare just items in general, even if they're not unique, just because it's like I'm telling the game, like, look, I see you. Now drop the good stuff. Please. I was doing that with lacquer plates like crazy before I got well now it's getting junked. Before I got Talrashes. Still so excited I got Talrashes. So happy. I just wanted that bonus to MF so bad because I just wanted to pass the 300, or I'm sorry, the 400 mark. And honestly, since I've passed it, my drops have gotten a little bit better. There you go, right there. Man catcher right off the bat. Not like hugely better because it wasn't that much of an increase, but after I put this perfect topaz in it, it's pretty good because I'm at like what, 470 now? Yeah, 470, pretty good. I'm not sure if I have this man catcher, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a
Good evening.
I forgot, but I'm pretty sure I've gotten a man catcher, but I'm not sure if there's more than one unique man catcher or not. So let me just take a look. So garbage, 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 garbage.
Hail to you, champion.
Yeah, I never really get anything in chaos, to be honest. I don't run it for the drops per se. Well, I mean, I run it for the drops, but I don't run it expecting drops. I just run it because the community, oh god, the community has all like simped on this area for farming for years. I've not personally seen the appeal of it, but everybody swears it's great. Honestly, the only reason I really run it is because it's level 85, like area level 85. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. Garbage drops here. I'd never get good drops here. Like Diablo, I really haven't farmed much. This is the first time I've really... this lightning sorceress is the first time I've really farmed Diablo in Hell, so I have nothing to say about his drops other than they're not great, but I haven't farmed them that much, so I don't know. I have farmed Chaos before on my Blizzard sorceress though, so this is... yeah, drops here are garbage. I get better, and it's stupid and it's anecdotal, but I get better drops in the pits. I've got better drops in ancient tunnels. I got better drops. I get better drops everywhere. the drops here are garbage in chaos for me personally. I never get anything good. And unfortunately, Diablo hasn't dropped anything good so far. But I got a feeling about Diablo. I feel like he'll drop something good eventually. I don't think he's being stingy. I just think I haven't farmed him enough. You know what I mean? Purely garbage, like anecdotal, like circumstance. But I'm just saying, I got a gut feeling. All right, I got a gut feeling he'll drop me something good at some point. Not now, not right now. But I mean, he just dropped me altars and General So's chicken. Remember the hell that fucking play was called? General Tan. I don't know what it's called, honestly. Fucking General Patton. Like, I don't remember. Alright, what's this man catcher? Oh, I was going to say Viper Fork, but I thought that was a lower tiered item. Alright, so this is altars. And I always think altars is cool. I love picking up altars. I'm gonna pick this up just so I can say this properly here. And I like to just leave items on the ground. Oh, Tandoliga. The General's Tandoliga flail. Or, I mean, I might be brutally mispronouncing that. I don't even know what culture that pronunciation is even drawing from in the first place. Like, is this like a sanctuary-derived culture? Like a fictional culture? Is this like based on an Eastern culture in the real world? I don't know. Like, I don't know how to say that. So... is it just like some weird, like, I don't know. So General Tandoliga flail, okay, and altars. So I will put altars because I'm just always about that life. What is this jagged star? I mean, it's not really a great item, but I just think altars is just totes my goats. I just like it. Alright, so I have a couple of full rejues. I'm actually going to stash these because I need to have some extras in case while I'm key farming, you know? I want some extras while I'm key farming Nilithak so I can actually, you know. Alright, let me actually go blow my nose real quick because I'm getting like more nasal by the second. I'll be right back. Alright, man, it feels nice to stream again, like actually talk. I hope this sounds okay. Like I checked and it sounded alright, but okay, so that was chaos. I like to farm Mephisto, and I'm sorry I sound out of breath too, because that's part of the reason why I haven't, you know, just the COVID garbage. I like to farm Mephisto now, and also because I'm out of shape, but let's just call a spade, but yeah, I like to farm Mephisto because I think it was the last stream, one of the last streams, I finally got War Travelers. Like, I think it's an absolute like illegal crime of the century that I got a fucking Tal Rashes before I got a War Travelers. I mean, like, that is insane how like long it took me to get this. But I finally got it. Honestly, you know what? I forgot I'm playing at Players 3. I don't really feel a difference between Players 5 and Players 3. Like, I don't even think it's like a little bit faster. Like, it feels pretty similar. And I need an Ariat's Face too, so that's a fail. Big fail. That's kind of why I'm farming. I need Ariat's Face, Herald of Zakarum. I need Nightmare drops. Like, they're not that hard to get. Perhaps I should do Nightmare farming, but I don't want to lose these like beautiful map layouts I have right now. Like, look at this lower Kurosh right here. Like, it's not great. It's actually kind of crappy compared to my last one, but look at that. We got, well, I can't really point out, but we got on my cursor, we got super chest, or super chest here. Then we got the rack, super chest, rack, super chest. So we got bonfire, like perfect, right? And I could just pop in, grab my stuff. This is how I got all these high runes, by the way, in case somebody thought I was cheating. No cheats, no hero edit or any of that crap, just hours. What I will do is I put on I just go to Twitch, put on Mr. Llama, put on Rich W. Campbell, put on whoever. I like this guy, this Canadian guy who plays guitar named like Chain Brain or something like that. Put on whatever and just sit there, or put on some music. I have like a cool Spotify playlist for music that I listen to. And then just sit there and you just grind it. Just sit there and grind till you get the high runes you want. And I mean, people will say do it till you get it to drop. It'll take a lot of runs and they'll usually give you a number. Let me give you a time length. It took me 4 days, 4 to 8 hours a day. It took me 4 days, 4 to 8 hours a day to get a bear. Now, I got other stuff, and it would have been faster if I had the load times a little bit better. But that'll give you a general idea, and that's a pretty slow time, by the way. You can get a high rune way faster. You can get a high rune immediately. You can get a high rune at any point. It's just you're probably not, but you could. And then I got 2 sirs. Wowee! I got 2 sirs. Let me think of how long it took me to get my sirs. I got a sir. Let's say a sir takes about 20-25 hours. A bear takes around 20-40 hours. It's like, that's my experience with it. Mr. Llama will tell you something kind of similar. He'll say it'd take you around 20 hours to get, you know, one of those runes. It's like, you just got to sit there and you just pop them over and over again. That's it. But the way I think of it is, because it sounds horrible, right? Like, I don't want to spend 20 hours doing that. Like, it is horrible. And the drop rates for runes are really just a waste of your time in the grand scheme of things. Like, in life, like, you really want to look back, you're like 80 years old, and you've lost like 100 hours of your life, like, grabbing high runes in a video game. Obviously, you know, probably not. But if you think about it, all you have to do is you only have to do it that many times. Like, after you get an infinity, you don't need to get another infinity. You know, you just need one. After you get enigma, you don't need another enigma. You just need one. Just do it to get what you need, and then use those items to farm regular stuff so much faster and easier. You'll probably end up getting more high runes while you're doing it. And that's what happened to me. I got my enigma, and then I get a jaw to drop off a trash mob. Or you get your enigma, and then you'll get a bear from ancient tunnels or something. You know, it's like, just sit there and put in the work, and then eventually, after a long time, you will get a high rune. Without trading. If you trade, you can just... Trading just invalidates the entirety of that description I just had. You can do whatever you want with trading, but if you're just solo self-found, yeah. And I'm not making fun of trading, because trading is a thing you can do. You know, I've traded before. Trading's fine. I don't have like a hot take on trading. I've said my piece on trading before in earlier streams. I don't really need to. Yeah, I don't need to go into that. Fine. So I don't really do anything on Act 2. Too many lightning immunes, even with Infinity. What I'd like to do is, I was clearing some of these. You know what? I'm gonna kill this guy just because I can. I wish I could do these tombs, but honestly, they're just full of lightning immunes and poison. They're just garbage. Like, I kind of see why they're not level 85, because they're just kind of annoying. Let me show you why. Already went in that one. Let's go into one I haven't gone in yet. This is pretty good. Look at the level layout. First of all, there's no straight lines. Like, there's always shit in the way. So, second of all these guys are lightning immune. The only reason I'm killing them is because of Infinity. Not all these guys, but all the beetles. So that's annoying. Some of these skeletons, well, no, they're actually fine. It's just the beetles, I think. But the mob density is fantastic, though, right? Like, obviously, the mob density is great. But that's also why they don't want to bump this to 85, because why would you go anywhere else? You just sit here. This is like cow level density. But at the same time, like I said, the map layout's annoying. I don't really like farming here, really. I tried to make this my, like, hidden secret, but I just don't really like farming here. Oh, this is garbage. See, this is what I mean by loot filter. Now, I can see everything here, right? And then when I zoom in, I'm not missing anything. But I'm not sure. You know? And it's hard to see. Like, it's just, it sucks. I want this clutter. And all this clutter is potions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You know, 13, 14, you know, way too many potions on the screen. They should just be like an icon or one letter or like smaller font or just something. Just please. I hate it. And this is only players 3. It gets way worse on 5 and 7 and 8. Or 5 and 7, not 8. The even numbers are XP, odd numbers are no drop chance. It's like when you go to higher player count, it's even worse. Oh boy. I don't know why I'm farming in here, by the way. I was just making a point that this place is not that great to farm in, and I'm having too much fun because the density is so high. But the problem with this place is the area level is too low. So even if I do get something great here, I mean, I can still get like a jar or something here, I think, but I cannot. I just cannot get like a Tyrael's Might, or I don't even think I can get like a fucking Arachnid Mesh, or I should be able to get a lacquer plate, maybe. I don't know. I can't get all the items in the game. I can't get those like ultra GG items. I can't get like a death web in here, I don't believe. But you know what? That is something I'm not 100% sure on. So, you know what? This is why I stream. Let's check this. Do a good enough explanation to do it justice. This is where Mr. Llama comes in. The area level is 80. Therefore, the enemies can only drop TC formula math. They can only drop items up to a certain like treasure class. So I don't even know if that's the right way to put it. They can only drop certain items. Let's just say that. So after a certain point, the items you want just literally can't drop here. So when you're at the point in a grail where you're only looking for those really high treasure class items like TC 87 items like Tyrael's Might or I think Death's Web is. If it's not, it certainly feels like it because I've never found one. Then you got to go to those levels like the pit. Like you have to go to those super high area level areas. The pits or they added a couple areas, but like I just did one, the spider cavern in Act 3. That's now that's the only reason why I do it is because it's area level 85 now. But as you can see, I've not gotten anything good there. All right, I'm just kind of wasting my time here. Let's get out. Oh, Monarch, get out of here. Good density though. Like by all means, don't let anybody tell you if you're killing stuff quickly and you're in hell and you're killing stuff quickly. You can't really go wrong for drops unless you're like doing the grail. Unless you're looking for ultra rare items. Like you're not really gonna ever be wasting your time. The best thing you could do farming in this game is to shut the fuck up and farm. Like that's the best thing you could do for farming. Or one of the best things I should say. Just don't look up guides. Don't, ask a bunch of people, a bunch of stuff. If you're not grailing and you don't care what your drops are really, you just need a bunch of different drops and they're not super rare. Just shut up, find an area with a lot of monsters and kill them as quickly as possible. With as much magic find as possible. Like that's all there is to it. Kill quickly and have a high magic find. And I've said this before like a bunch of times I think. So this is also not some new revelation or anything. I mean the results speak for themselves. I mean this character is pretty decked out. I mean I got a Griffin's Eye, I've got Tal's Amulet, War Travelers, I got Stone of Jordan, like I got chance cards are easy to get, relatively speaking. I got perfect Geeds, I got skillers, like I kind of know what I'm talking about here. No, I'm not the best farmer in the game. Yes, I know there's much easier or more efficient ways to farm. No, I'm not doing them. And I'm referring to specifically the Pit Zerker Barbarian. I tried to make one. Not sure if I had that or not. I tried to make a Pit Zerker and I didn't like the playstyle at all. Like I respec and I put the gear on and I tried it out for a run or two and I hated it. Like I was like this. It didn't feel like I was playing. It felt like I was doing work. It was like homework or work, except I wasn't getting paid for it. And it did nothing to benefit me. It was just awful. Like I hated it. Not to say anything against it because I don't. And no, I don't think it's cheating or anything. I just personally hated it. So I'd rather spend more time farming this way. I think maybe if I get further along in the grail and I get down to like 5 items and they just are not dropping. Sure, I'll probably switch to a Pit Zerker, but right now I still have over 100 items. Like, I'm good. Oh, speaking of Talrashes, That's a joke. That's totally not Talrash's. Man, super poison. It's a bitch.
Good day.
All right, what do we got? Twitch throw. Cathin's garbage. All right. Let's take a look at the grill. That's what I like about the grill. It's like, just in case you aren't sure, you tell them, and then you run into an elite pack version of that enemy, and they're lightning enchanted, for instance, and you still break their immunity, they'll have hella high lightning resistance regardless, and it'll take like a lot more hits to kill them. You'll notice when I go into the pits and I kill like archers, even though I'm breaking their lightning immunity, they still have like super high lightning resistance, and so it just takes a lot longer to kill them. In case anybody was wondering why it always looked like I like slowed down sometimes, like why do I have to hit them with so many lightning bolts? That's why. Speaking of pits, let's go take a look. Just my drops today are just not great. You know, and that's